Well, howdy everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft versus Mental Illness Part 2. Yes, I thought I would do a second part of this because it seemed like this was a fairly well-received video from everyone, and everyone had a lot of things that they liked talking about and they wanted to share, and were very supportive, and I thought I would do another one of these just to sort of give you an update on what's going on. And also, I've been a little busy in the Minecraft versus mental illness world, as you can probably tell. I've been on this world a lot, like a lot in the past couple of weeks because, first of all, the seed is amazing. So there's that village over there that we saw in the first episode, the plains area that was over there, and you might recognize this island where I was at. Well, I guess you kind of aren't going to recognize it because it's really not recognizable anymore. But I've been on this a lot, and I wanted to give you a very brief tour of what's been going on, and also talk about a few other things that have been on my mind as well. So there's the village right over there. And as you can see, we've made bridges to various different things. We've got all the villagers walled in, so they're not going to escape. We've been breeding them up. And we've been building this thing, which is my second attempt. Yes, second attempt at actually doing a lighthouse. So a little bit better this time, I think. And by a little bit better, I mean I think it's a lot better. It's also very, very tall. It's about 155 blocks now, and it's probably going to be almost sky height by the time we're done. So let's go ahead and give you a quick tour. So we have to go down this scaffolding ladder of doom. So, what did I just pick up? Oh, another brick. Okay. Scaffolding ladder of doom, and then up here we have the scary Minecraft sounds. But no, up here we have the entry point, the current entry point anyway, for my storage silos. So we've got oak wood, redstone, coal, cobblestone, stone, and dirt, which are the most Minecrafty of all of the blocks, I think, which is why I chose to have those in the storage system. Now, something a little bit different that I'm doing in other places before. Here's our water elevators to get up and down there. So we're using storage silos rather than sorted auto storage systems because I always wanted to give these a try and see what they were like and see if they were something I actually enjoyed working with. I'm probably going to do like a water stream up there so I don't have to go to each and every separate barrel to put everything in. So, but there's our cobblestone and everything, and these lamps light up as we get more into the system. So there's a double chest here, there's a double chest there, and there. So it's a 4-tier storage tower for each one of these. So if you look in here, you notice this is not full yet. The light is not lit up. However, if you go over here, well, that one's full, and that light is lit up, so it'll tell me how close I am to getting to the top end of my storage up there. Same with the redstone and coal and everything else. So lots of coal, and of course lots of redstone, because, you know, you get redstone all over the place. Little anteroom. Not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. Might make it into a second bedroom. Might make it into a bathroom. I'm not entirely certain. But there's our view from here, which is nice. And then we've got I need to redesign this too, but for right now it works. So we go down to the second floor. Down here we've got the enchanting setup. And this is where we were standing, by the way, when the last episode ended. So last episode ended right about down there, and this is what got built on top of everything that you saw there. So we've got our enchanting setup, which I think looks really good. We've got various other stuff. We've got our trophy room over here that's in work in progress. So we've found a few pillagers here and there, you know. My secondary set of armor, my first set of iron armor, the map of the area. So so you can look down right where the little white spot is where we're standing. That's where we ended the last episode. So as I said, I've been doing some work over here. And then of course we have the bedroom over here. Very simple bedroom with a closet and barrels of stuff, of course. Barrels of things I'll probably never use, but I keep them anyway. My first shovel and my first diamond pick are on the wall. And then, if we can get out the door, there we go. I love the view. The view from the bedroom, especially. It's like you go in here and, oh, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? And then you got the dock out there. We'll show you that in a minute. First floor, ow, we have the dogs. Hello, doggies. Doggies. Oh, it's time to feed the doggies. Hang on. We gotta go feed the doggies. Storage system, I'll show you more of that in a second. We gotta feed the doggies, though. Might as well do something with this rotten flesh. Dog meat! You get meat. And spleens. Spleens gets meat. There we go. with all apologies to Gray Still Plays. Oh, this small doggy. Good job, Spleens. Dog meat, you stay. And you stay too. We have a new doggy. Ooh, he's so cute. But yeah, so this is the dog room. Where we've got, this is all just regular storage. So we've got all the different wood and wood products that we've got in here, except for oak, which is upstairs. We've got just regular storage here. So we've got lapis, gold, iron, quartz, pumpkin, so on and so forth. Concrete, because we've been using a lot of that. Sand, glass, so all the normal stuff you'd expect to see, and all the consumables over here on this wall. And then over here we've got the workroom, so we've got all of these different crafting benches set down here. We've got our potion brewing stuff. We've got our standard auto smelter, and we've got our smoker auto smelter, and then the refrigerator over here with food in it. And now we'll go outside and see the farms. Starting with the fairly standard composter setup, where you've got barrel into hopper into composter into hopper into barrel down below. Automated. I'm using air quotes there. So automated. Right. Over here we've got a semi-automatic wheat farm. If you've been in any of my worlds, you've probably seen this design or something very similar to it before. So it's just redstone, lever, trapdoors that are waterlogged, and then they go into a barrel down there, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, the sun's going down. We're going to go sleep in a minute here. Same kind of setup for our netherwort farm, which I chose the nether brick for that because I thought it looked kind of cool, and I used a chest rather than a barrel, but down here we've used a little bit different setup. And then over here we have our very manual kelp farm. To be continued in a moment. All right, now that that's out of the way, manual kelp farm, which is still sort of a work in progress. I'm probably going to turn this into an automated farm, but I just wanted to get something set up to start with. And then if we go across the way onto the bridge, which I'm very happy with the way the bridge turned out. It's just a very simple plank bridge with support struts and lanterns, which I kind of like. So once again, you might recognize this from other places you've seen it before. We've got ourselves a tree farm, not automated, because I just haven't had the chance to put it together yet. So this is just a very basic Avomance design for the tree farm, which is a 12 tree setup with slabs at the top there to keep it from growing out of control, and then andesite on the outside to make it look kind of pretty. Over here we've got our ginormous pumpkin farm, which is not lossless, as you can tell, and smaller melon farm. We've got our semi-automatic. Ow! How dare you interrupt me? Anyway, our semi-automatic cocoa bean farm, which when it's semi-automatic I say there's no way to actually make a cocoa bean farm absolutely automatic. So it's just a couple of pistons, some jungle logs, and the cocoa beans themselves. In fact, how many pumpkins do we have right now? I bet we've got a ton. Oh yeah, 3 stacks of pumpkins. Nice. There's that farm. We've got our egg hopper. We've got a bamboo farm. Very small bamboo farm. No, it's not the zero tick farm. I don't have the technical know-how to do that one. And I didn't have sticky pistons, so. And then similar setup for the sugarcane farm, which is double-sided. In fact, we probably got sugarcane down here, too. Yes, we do. Nice. Sugarcane, and then how much bamboo do we have? Because this, you only need 3. You don't need any more than this. Unless you're doing some sort of giant industrial bamboo project of doom. You don't need anything larger than this, because this has given me almost a full double chest of bamboo in 3 days, 4, something like that. And then over here we've got a very simple, another Avomance designed cow farm. It's just a crammer farm. You basically put the cows in, put the water in, put that on top, and then you feed the cows. They cram, entity cram, they make leather and steak. You pick it up here. Ta-da, done. That would be a skeleton over there. Then we go into our next bridge, and we come down here to the potato farm. Once again, still semi-automatic. Unfortunately, it's not an automatic farm, but click that. Oh, hello. No. No. Bad creeper. I gotta spawn-proof this more. Anyway, so yes, so that's how that works. The potatoes go down and get caught in a barrel down here. This is another design you might recognize. That is the cactus farm, which is doing gangbusters. And then over here you have the carrot farm, which also needs to be harvested. But more to the point, look, we have bees. Aren't they cute? Aren't they so cute? And the fun part is, with the new mechanics that are in here now, with the snapshot that I'm on, is having them up here with the flowers outside means they go and over here to pollinate the flowers, and then come back and they pollinate all these carrots down here, and then occasionally these carrots up here as well. So they actually give them a bone meal effect, effectively. So if you've played any of the mods that have, that's so satisfying to watch. If you've played any of the mods that have like the green goddess ring or anything like that in it for modded, hang on, this guy has armor. I would like your armor, sir. How you doing? Armor? No armor. Anywho, if you've played any of the mods that have like the green goddess ring or anything like that in it, it's a very similar kind of effect. Not quite as fast though. Ooh, and the honey's ready. Nice. Still trying to figure out a good use for honey. Haven't really come up with one yet. So let me go ahead and replant these crops and we'll continue the tour. Alright, having replanted crops and slept, time for the remainder of the tour, which is the village, which I've gone to some lengths to make sure that there's a safe way to get there. I suppose I could have used a minecart rail, but this looked more fun. And looks cooler too, I think, but maybe that's just me. So down here we go. You can hear him inside. Oh, hey dude, what's up? And whoops, that's what I forgot. Put that there so I can mend it, please. Thank you. Yeah. And then we've got another weaponsmith over here who's got fair decent weapons, I guess. I didn't really pay much attention to that. But then you've got this guy. Oh, he was the new one. Yay, we have a new librarian. And another farmer. Oh, that's right, you don't trade pumpkins. You only trade melons. Then we've got the rest of the librarians in here. What are you doing in here, dude? Well, while you're here, why don't you help me out a little bit? Thank you. And let's see. So Frostwalker, Impaling. I've got my mending guys are in here somewhere. I got a Silk Touch guy, and then I've got a mending guy somewhere. I'm not sure where. Ooh, that does look pretty. Hang on. We gotta get a better view of that. Whoop. Wow. Alright. That definitely looks better than the first one I made. By large stretch. So that is the village. So that is everything in the overworld. But we do have a few things that we've got going on down in the nether. And in order to get to the nether, we have to go down this direction on this side of the lighthouse. But we do have a dock with a couple of boats. And then we've got room over here for a larger boat that I'm going to be building that I think is going to be the kelp farm once I get it up and running. So it's going to be on a boat that's going to be right there. But I was very pleased with how this turned out. It looked kind of neat. Mine and string farm actually is down there because we're right on top of a actual abandoned mine, which is nice. You can see where I've kind of deforested that area. And then we've got our berry bush farm over here. Once again, semi-automatic, no foxes involved. Because I don't believe in animal cruelty or child labor. Unless it's villagers, and then in which case I'll take both. And then over here we have our nether portal. And behind our nether portal we have a number of things. So over here we've got our budget blaze grinder, which you've seen me build 2 or 3 times now, so I'm not going to go on that one again because, quite honestly, you've seen it before. And a portal to an ocean monument, which we haven't dealt with yet, but I'm thinking we'll probably do during one of these episodes of this little mini-series that I'm doing here. And then over here we've got a dark oak forest that's this way, which is also a jungle. So we've got a dark oak forest right next to a jungle, which is nice. And then our end fortress is over here. I do not have the requisite number of Eyes of Ender to be able to do anything with it yet. I need 6 more to actually go fight the dragon, but I figure I would wait on that too. So Portal to the Ocean Monument that way, Budget Blaze Grinder that way, End Fortress that way, and Dark Oak Forest that way. And let's go to the Portal to the Ocean Monument, because there's something out there I want to show you too. So there is our ocean monument out there after having gone through our portal and everything, but we also have a secondary base that we've built here on this little island next to the ocean monument outside of the nether portal. So I was pretty happy with the way this turned out too. Just very simple wood and stone construction, but it's kind of nice. I like it. It's fun. And if we go inside, pretty standard stuff. We got some storage. We've got some furnaces. We've got a couple of chests. Did I leave my... No, I was not smart and left my milk in one of these chests. Dang it. All right, fine. We'll do it the hard way. Because we're going to go clear out that ocean monument, because I haven't done one of those in a long time. I remembered my fence gates, though, didn't I? Fence... No, because I'm smart. All right, we got to make some fence gates, but we got to wait for those trees to grow in order to be able to do that. But we, for the remainder of this episode, are going to go conquer this thing. We're going to take it out live on stream when we talk about a couple of things. Or live on video. Sorry. Not on stream, on video. Well, we talk about a few things, and the things we're going to talk about today are things that make you happy. Because we talked about a whole lot of the things that had been going on with me and with you guys in the last video about things that just didn't make us feel good. We didn't much go over the things that make us happy, and I think that's something that's very important for mental health in general, and that's often overlooked, is that we talk a lot about our problems. We talk a lot about things that cause us issues, things that we'd rather not think about, which is why we do things like play video games and maybe some more of the more destructive habits like alcohol and so on and so forth. But we don't ever talk about things that actually make us feel good. And I think that's important, and I think we should talk about that. So let's go take over this ocean monument over there and talk about the things that make us happy while we're doing it. Because taking over this ocean monument is going to make me feel really happy, because I haven't done one of those in a really long time. All right, let's go. So we're going to have this discussion while we're doing sort of a time lapse of me taking on this ocean monument here. And as I said, I don't think we talk about things that make us feel good enough as people. We talk about our problems a lot. We find someone to vent to. We talk about the things that cause us problems. We have other people sympathize with us, and that always kind of helps. But I want you to sit down and think to yourself, when was the last time that I did something that made me feel really good about myself? That made me not want to go curl up in a corner and just watch Netflix for 4 hours and eat an entire gallon of ice cream. I mean, if you like doing that, if that makes me feel good, fantastic. But I'm thinking more things that are fulfilling, things that you enjoy doing, and you enjoy doing with others people, by yourself, however it happens to be. I, for instance, really enjoy showing off things that I have built in Minecraft to other people. It's one of the reasons that I did this video the way I did, is that I had basically taken the world that we had started going through and talking about our problems and talking about things that I had been up to, talking about how it's okay to not be okay, and so on and so forth. And I basically took that world and I built it into something that I was really kind of proud of, the way that I built the machines and everything, and I wanted to show that to everybody, and that made me feel good. And I'm hoping that you enjoyed watching that as well. We don't do that enough. As people who might have emotional problems or emotional issues, or that might be broken inside or whatever, we don't sit down and celebrate our victories, no matter how small they might be sometimes, and I think that just sort of exacerbates the problem. So I would say, think about what makes you feel good. Think about the things that you enjoy doing, whether they're small or large, or, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything massive. I mean, I had a huge interview that I did last week that turned out really, really well, and all the technology worked correctly, and everything came together just perfectly, and that made me feel really, really good about myself and what I'm doing, and it silenced a lot of those internal critics that I have, and I say critics because there's multiples of them, telling me that, am I any good at this? Am I just fooling myself? Am I deluding myself? And that went a long way to helping me to be a more complete person, because I wasn't just constantly beating myself up about who I was or what I was doing, or questioning my skills, or questioning my abilities, questioning the people who had actually hired me to do things. It went a long way towards that, clearing out this ocean monument, which I hadn't done for a really long time, and I managed to do it without dying, even though I didn't have any potions of water breathing or anything like that. I was just using fence gates and willpower and probably stupidity, because I could have done this a lot easier if I'd had potions of water breathing or something. That makes me feel good, and I don't think we do that enough. We concentrate too much on the negative aspects of our life, even if we're trying to do it in a constructive manner, where we're trying to actually face some of these things that we're worrying about, or face some of these things that cause us problems in our lives. Yeah, I mean, you absolutely need to face those, and you absolutely need to conquer those, but by the same token, you don't have to do it all the time. You don't have to constantly be fighting against yourself or be fighting against whatever's going on in your life to be able to take pride in your accomplishments at the end of the day. I mean, it's not going to be fixed immediately. It's not going to give you any kind of closure immediately. It's something you're going to have to work at constantly. But in the meantime, there is absolutely zero reason that you shouldn't actually enjoy what's going on in your life that's good. And whether that's your kids, whether that's your friends, your family, a new job, a video game. I mean, we talked at length in the last video about how video games aren't evil. Video games aren't causing problems. Video games are actually helping people deal with problems a lot of the times. You know, there's no shame in just saying, hey, you know what I really enjoy doing? I really enjoy playing video games, and you know, I enjoy playing Fallout and getting a new character build that I've never tried before and doing that, or I like building things in Minecraft, or I like playing No Man's Sky, or you know, I like playing PUBG or Apex or whatever it happens to be. Yeah, that's fine. If that makes you happy, go do it, man. Don't sit here and wallow in misery and self-pity and you know, let your problems feel like they're absolutely insurmountable even though you're trying to address them. Sometimes you just need a break. Sometimes you just need to actually sit back and enjoy yourself with people that actually you want to be around and who like having you around. I mean, there's not enough of that. You're too worried about work, or you're too worried about things going on in your life. You're too worried about your kids. You're too worried about climate change. It just doesn't matter if you're worried about something all the time. Then you're not actually taking advantage of, you know, being alive. You're more worried about what's going to happen next. As you can see here, I was more worried about trying to find this last Elder Guardian. I couldn't find him to save my life. So you know what I did? I just swam away for a while. I found this shipwreck and went and explored it for a minute. Sort of wandered about. You know, took my mind off the problem that I had, which was trying to find this stupid final Elder Guardian, which I couldn't seem to do. So I just took a break, wandered off for a bit, and just, you know, enjoyed myself. And then I came back with a fresh approach to the problem and solved it in the most direct, expedient manner possible. But that's what I mean. It's just, you need to, yes, we need to concentrate on our problems. We need to concentrate on the various different issues that we're having struggles with in our lives. But sometimes you just got to sit back and enjoy the fact that you're alive, and enjoy the fact that there are things that are good no matter how bleak the situation looks. There's still people that want you around. There's people that actually care about you. There's people who give a damn. There's people that you give a damn about, that you need to talk to and that you need to be around. So, I mean, you know, friends and family first and foremost. I knew I could get that out. But, I mean, even if it's something like, you know, your community on Twitch, if you happen to be a Twitch broadcaster, my community is awesome. I love hanging out with them. I love posting content for all you folks because you appreciate it and you enjoy it. And that's what I do this for, is I like being entertaining. I like being the entertainer. I have no issue with that. I really enjoy doing it, and it makes me happy when you guys are happy. So it doesn't really matter what it is that makes you happy. Just go do it. And don't let anyone tell you that you have to sit there and focus on your problems all the time. And this is something that has to be solved. Parents do that a lot, and I try to not be that kind of parent where I just tell my kids to just constantly focus on their problems and solve those first before they do anything else. It's like, you got to take some time for you. You got to take some time to actually enjoy life and actually, you know, enjoy being who you are, and remember just to live for a little bit rather than sit there and try and worry about all your problems. Sometimes it just isn't worth it. Sometimes you just go play a video game. Sometimes you have to have a really good dinner with someone you care about immensely. You know, go on a date. with whomever. It doesn't matter. A friend, a love interest, wife, husband, whatever. Just have some fun. Get out and enjoy yourself, and forget about all the crap that's going on in life for a while. It's not worth beating yourself up over to that extent. It just isn't. Just get out and be alive for a while, and just enjoy being alive for a few hours. Your problem will still be there when you come back. Don't worry. It's not going to go anywhere. As much as you might want it just to magically disappear, it's not going to. It's the... I always tell people, it's like, most of the problems that I have in my life are caused by the guy in the mirror, and he ain't going nowhere. So they're still going to be there, but just get a fresh perspective on them. Go have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Get out of the house. Go to a movie. I went and saw Zombieland 2 last week? Yeah, a couple of days ago. I mean, it wasn't as good as the original, but definitely worth the price of admission. Go to a movie. Go see a movie. Go see that. Go see something else that's new out there that's good. Just go have dinner. If you're single, go out to a bar and just talk to people, meet new people, have some fun. They won't bite. Trust me. Well, I mean, if they do, maybe you're at the wrong kind of bar, but we won't go there. Badakoto. Maybe you're in the right kind of bar. Who knows? I don't judge. So go to the bar. Go out. Have a good time. Go to a club. Read a book. If reading a book makes you happy, go pick up a new book from a used bookstore and just read it. Literally, just sit down and read an entire book for like 2 days. Don't do anything except go to work, come home, read your book. If that makes you happy, go for it. It's just don't... The whole point I'm trying to make here is that, yes, your problems are going to be there, and your problems aren't going to go away just by you willing them so. But by the same token, you got to take a break sometimes. Just get a fresh perspective, recharge your batteries, and go on about your business. So I hope that resonated with some of you. I hope that helps. And I really hope this series has helped out some of you to not only think that video games are great, but just enjoy playing them. Enjoy your life. And after just a few minutes, it looks like we actually got a fairly good haul out of that. So if you include everything that I got off of the sunken ship that I went to midway while I was trying to find the third friggin' Elder Guardian, we got about 2 stacks and change of dark prismarine, 2.5 stacks of prismarine bricks, some regular blocks, some sea lanterns, our 8 blocks of gold, 59 sponges, some shards, an ingot, book, cod, and some other random bits and pieces. So that's not bad. That is not bad at all for 20-ish minutes worth of work. So that's pretty cool. And the fun part was, if you look out here, so there's the temple I was just at, but as I was scouting around, there's another one right over there. So we may have to go raid that one too. But yeah, that's pretty good. Now, next episode, we're going to have to do something that I've always been wanting to do, and I've never quite had the gumption to do it, and that is we're going to see if we can make an Elder Guardian farm, which I've never done before, and I have no idea how that's going to go. I don't even know what they look like, but there's enough people that have been running around out there in Minecraft long enough and have tutorials online that I can use to actually try and build my own. So whether it's an El Mango design, a Tangatech design, Avamance design, one of those guys. We'll use one of those guys' particular... What is that over there? Is that just an island? Oh, that's just an island. So yeah, we'll use one of those guys' particular builds to actually put one together. Avamance is actually pretty good, and it looks like it uses a minimum of redstone fun, so it's just basically a very straightforward, easy to build, budget Guardian farm. So we might end up using that one, because I don't feel like trying to redstone my way out of this one. Thank you very much, but no. I'll just take a good old standard old-fashioned design. Thank you very much. And then maybe go over to that one that I saw over that way, and maybe we can link them up. That'd be interesting. If we could link up 2 ocean temples into one big Guardian farm? I'll have to check. Maybe, I don't know if I'd be able to actually be in an area where the Guardians would spawn and be able to stand like in the middle of them, but we'll see. But I do hope you enjoyed this episode. I do hope you had a good time watching this. I hope you've had some fun. I hope you are going to go out tonight and do something that makes you feel good and that you enjoy, and that will just let you unwind and relax for a little bit, and just forget about everything that's going on in your life that may not be going completely to plan at this point. So just go out and have a good time. So make sure you go out tonight, play some games, have some fun. I will see you again soon with a new Guardian Temple, and the story of No Man's Sky Part 2 is on the way. Yes, it is. We're going to be doing that as well. So make sure you... Oh, wait. I almost forgot. We have something very important we have to do before we leave this episode. There you go. Oop, we need a color. We need a color. Oh, purple. Purple. You look like a Bart. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's the goodest boy? Who's the goodest boy, Bart? Is it you? Is it you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Bart. You're the goodest boy ever.